Yo, it's your boy Vincent Van Great, and I'm live on Juice Talk TV because I got the juice.
Yes, sir.
It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe. Yeah.
Talk TV, what it do? It's your main man, Cool Tay, back with another one, man. We got a very special guest in the building, man. The one and only Vincent Van Great himself, man. How you
My
feeling, my
boy,
brother?
always love, bro. I'm
Man,
feeling
long
good,
time
man.
no see, man.
Hey,
First and foremost, I really want to say I'm proud of you, bro.
same, bro.
I
Vice
want
versa.
I wanted to wait till to get you on the show to actually, tell you this and talk to you about this because I've seen you grow tremendously, viciously. You know what I mean? Like you ain't never let your foot off the gas, bro.
You
Like
can't, bro.
and it's I don't know if you remember back in the day, bro, but y'all really inspired me to really want to get on my music shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you remember. You know what
I
I'm saying?
remember.
We ain't gonna get into too much
I
details,
remember.
but I do want to say I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. The whole crew, the whole SAS crew, you teaching me everything that y'all did, man. Like letting me in with open arms, you know what I'm saying? Constructive criticism, whatever it took, you know what I mean, to polish my skills, bro. Y'all was there, dog. And
Bro, you are a boy and you so talented, bro. And, we just always been close, bro. So it wasn't,
yeah,
that's
so
what we supposed to do. We brothers,
I
bro.
just want to give your flowers, man, on Juice Talk TV, man. I
It's
appreciate
love,
y'all all
bro.
these years, man.
And we
So,
proud of you, too, bro.
man,
You've been
and
killing
I
it,
know you
bro.
know for sure, man. So,
For sure, bro. I
but
appreciate that, bro.
so enough about that, man. So just I know this your first time on this platform, and you've been doing your thing in the city for quite some time, man. Like, oh man, if y'all don't know this guy right now, this is gonna be a good time to find out. So, with that being said, man, for the people who haven't seen you on this platform in particular, just let them know who Vincent Van Great is.
Uh, I'm Vincent Van Great. I'm a record producer, a recording artist, a performer. I'm a son. I'm a brother, and I'm an artist. I love music. I love art, and I feel like I am art. So I got all the tattoos, and I
Right.
just love art. I
Right.
am art. I breathe that shit. I love it, and it keeps me pushing every day.
Speaking of, man, growing up here in the city of Milwaukee, like, actually, where did you grow up here in the city?
Um, So my really young days, I grew up on Keith, like second and Keith, third and
Okay.
Keith,
Okay.
fourth and Keith. We stayed we stayed in an apartment on second and Keith. My grandmother lived on fourth and Keith. My uncle lived down the street from us on second and Keith. So it was like my grandmother been living on third or fourth for
For some
for
years.
bro years,
Got
decades.
you.
You know what I
Got you.
mean? So I've
And
been over there. I was over there, then over on the trays, 37th in Garfield.
okay. Okay. So it's safe to say you know the city of Milwaukee, and the streets can get cold. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, man. I was raised in it, bro.
Exactly.
People don't think that.
This is where I'm
Yeah,
getting to.
you know.
So when they see a person like you merging from the cracks of the brittle coldness of Milwaukee like this, man, it's so tremendous. It's like a testimony to yes, you can do this. When
Hey,
people tap into your platform and your portfolio, they will see that it's there. The growth is there. A small kid from a small city, man, made doing big things. You know what I mean?
thank you
For sure,
for
for
sure,
sure.
bro.
So, how was it growing up for you in the city of Milwaukee?
I mean, like I said, I grew up in the hood, bro, in the hood, and people wouldn't think that. Like I said, from the music I make and how I
Exactly,
present myself, and
exactly.
just my day to day walk here on Earth. People wouldn't think that, but growing up, the shit I seen, and just every day being in that environment,
Exactly.
it just gave me a different mindset. And my mom and dad and my family, I got to give them their credit too, because they
Exactly.
always inspired
Exactly.
us to do better and to reach for the stars.
And I
And
see it in your brothers, you know
yeah,
what I mean? I see it in everybody, man. Like y'all are so well driven and so well balanced.
for sure, bro. And I always told myself, like, I'm not going to be a product of my environment. Like, that's every day. I'll see people doing the same shit
There you
every
go.
day,
There you
doing the
go.
same
There
things.
you go.
I remember I was working at Finish Line, It was like my senior year in high school. I'm playing basketball. I'm kicking it with my friends. Got a girlfriend. I'm making beats. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still going to work every day. I'll leave, catch the bus to work. I'll see some homies sitting on the porch, smoking, kicking it. I'll work a whole 8 hours, catch the bus home all the way from Brookfield.
Wow.
And these same people are like still in the same place,
See?
sitting on the same porch,
See?
kicking it with each other.
See?
And that's cool if that's what you want out of
Right,
life. But I
right.
knew early, like,
It's more.
I don't want that. And,
Exactly.
I'm always go strive for more.
With that being said, Vince, your style, your music, your presence, it's really like no other here from the city. I can give you that. You really have your own charisma and everything, man. I want to applaud you on that for one.
Thank you.
I want to know where it's kind of derived from, if I shall, like some of your inspirations and idols, man. Cause I'm gonna let you explain, cause I know you into instruments as well. You know what I mean? You're a singer, and a rapper. Like you well driven, well rounded when it comes to music. You're a musician. So, inspirations, man. Let us know.
Well, my family, one, I grew up in church, and my entire family, like, musical background, sing, play instruments. And my grandmother, she like vicious, bro. She's a pastor, but she's a great public speaker. She can sing, bro, like no other. So I got a lot from her, whether people know it or not, because just her presence, when how she commands presence, and how she just, when she even in church, people are locked in, and she's just a great public speaker, singer, organist, pianist, like she fire. So my grandmother is a big inspiration growing up, Dr. Brenda Kearney.
There you go.
But as far as other musical influence, like Pharrell is like
For sure.
that's like that's my goat, bro. So Pharrell, James Brown,
Wow.
Justin Timberlake, man, Swiss Beats, DJ Quick, like
There
Timbaland.
you go.
These are like the influences when I was growing
Pioneers.
up. Like
Yeah.
I want to make beats like them, like, and seeing these like producers. That was always my thing. My mom would buy me CDs. Pops would give me bread. I'd catch the bus, go to Sam Goody. The youngest don't know about Sam Goody.
They don't know nothing about
They
Sam Goody.
don't know about Sam Goody. I
Wow.
catch the bus to Sam Goody, and release day used to be Tuesdays. So I always ask my pops, like, let me get some bread, go to
Wow.
Sam Goody, get whatever the new release is, and I'm opening the book right up because I want to see who produced it, who was a co-writer on it. I want to see if they produced it or recorded it in London or something. Like, oh, it's this big studio in London. Now I'm diving in, learning about studios in London
There
and
you
who are the
go.
big engineers there. Like, so I was always into like who was behind the scenes, like producing it or whatnot. That was like a big thing for me.
When can I say you actually found out that you were into the music? Like, how did you know, like, this is what you wanted to do and it was working for you? Like, what was your first track, or was you just like messing around in school, or somebody's like, man, you should do music? Like, how did you
Well, like
know?
growing up, I used to sing in the choir in
Okay.
church, play the drums. So I was always like heavily into music. But like later in high school, my later years of high school, like my uncle making beats, my cousin Jamar fire with the beat. So I was always into what they were doing. And my uncle was more or less like, he doesn't care about any exposure or anything. He does beats for just, it's personal for him. It's healing. It's
There you go.
therapeutic for him. So my uncle just make music because he loves to do it. My cousin Jamar is fire, bro. And I just, tried to do what they were doing.
There you go.
And then I started making beats, and I knew then, like, I want to go outside of church. I want to go, make other music and produce other, genres of music. And then start producing music for several artists, like, in the city. And then my early 20s, I got with Sav's
There
crew,
you go.
my brothers. And then, me and Blizz did Sex, Drugs, Rock and Roll.
Favorite.
And that's
Favorite.
when, like,
That's when,
my
man.
name started buzzing a little more throughout the city. And then, the rest, it just kept going after that. So, shout out Sav's crew,
Shout
my
out
brothers,
Sass, man.
Sav,
Y'all already know,
Blizz,
man.
McFly, Classic.
Man,
Charlie Cooks, aka
man,
Mammoth,
Mammoth.
Shaft Sunny,
There you go.
Trees, you know,
That's what's up.
Royce Artistic, you know, it's so many of us. DK,
I was just finna say DK.
DK, shout out to Sav's crew, man. It's all
That's what's
love
up,
for
man.
life.
And I respect y'all boys, man, for sure, man, since day one. Um, so your musical path has definitely took you on a lot of journeys, bro.
Yeah,
I'm talking about you perform at Summerfest every year. Every year for that, like how many past years?
it's a blessing. It's like 4 years in a row.
4 years in a row, and that's just here. You know what I mean? That's not
Yeah.
even just talking about around the world, man. Just talk to us about a few experiences you had. You
Excuse me.
know, touring and doing these shows in front of these live artists, because you can. Man, when I look at your footage and your pictures and your shows, you definitely have a sold out show almost every time.
Man, yeah,
How's that? How that feel,
it's
man?
just it's a blessing, man. You know, it's just a testament to all the work, you know, I put in over the years. And you know, like my dad always told me, like sometimes you gotta sit back and like pat yourself on the back. You know,
You
it's a
do.
long journey,
You
bro.
do.
You know, it's a long journey, and you know that from where we started, and
Yes.
you know the
Yes.
moves we're able to make now. It's like a
Yes.
blessing, bro, to get to like open for these national acts and tour with them, like
There you
Ludacris,
go.
Lupe, Fiasco, which is like one of my goats. So that was like huge, and I got to open up for Lupe. I know it's not good right now, but it's good for my portfolio. Like with Tory Lanez, I got to do some tours with him. I got to do a tour with him.
That's what's up.
Got to do Public Enemy with the Peas. Like I was on Cartoon Network on the Eric Andre live tour, I should
I
say.
remember that, boy. Oh, I remember that,
Yeah,
dog. I remember
featured in the
that.
Source magazine,
Man,
and
like,
that's just a testament to like working over the years and like you know just having goals and like making the next move the best move. And like we always talk about, bro, you got to maximize like the situations you have. You know, like 10 baby steps equal a huge step.
there
You
you
know,
go.
people always want like that overnight success
There
or
you
that
go.
like I want to do it today and in 3 days it gotta no. It's like
No.
it's a journey, man, and you just gotta just stay towards the light, bro, for real.
Okay, so recently I have seen. I want to actually I'm gonna continue, but I want to
Mm-hmm.
double back on the Tory Lanez subject too, you know, if you don't mind. But we're gonna continue right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I have seen you do an opening pitch recently.
Yeah, I threw the first pitch
Yeah,
at
at
the
the
Brewers
Brewers
game.
game, man.
Yeah,
How was that, man?
that
Is
was
that your first
fire.
time doing that?
Yeah, that was my first time doing it, man.
I was proud. I'm still proud.
Yeah, man, it was dope, man. They, you know, did some promo for the album.
That's what's up.
It's just, you know, locked in with the Brewers. They good people. You know, I know some people on their staff, and they just embrace me. And a couple of their players, like, were playing some of my tunes last year,
That's what's up.
like on their Twitter and shit, and in their story. So it was just a blessing, bro, that they like embrace me like that, and the city show love like that.
Right, right. So let's talk about the new album, man. If we shall, if you want to.
Definitely.
You want to let the people know what it's called, and you know what I
My
mean?
new album was released last week, Friday. Ladies Please. 12 tracks, all produced by me. Got a couple features on there, and
We don't want to get out too much now.
I'm proud of the body of work. So you know, go check it out. VincentVanGreat.com. Go check it out. Spotify, Tidal, wherever you get your tunes. Do that.
Where can I want to ask you, where did this inspiration come from this for this project, man? Because this it's not new for me for you hear you talk about the ladies. 'Cause I know that's that's in your portfolio, but this album or a project, if you shall, is driven around it
For sure.
fully.
Yeah.
Where did this inspiration come from?
Well, so you know, I always did like melodic stuff and like maybe have a nice melodic bridge or a hook. But like I said, my inspirations are like Pharrell and Justin Timberlake and James Brown. So I wanted to create something that I want to hear, you know, so the tunes that I like. And for instance, my project before this one, the Troublemakers with
Okay.
Amanda Huff.
Okay.
That project, that EP was like ushering in what I want to do now.
So
Yeah,
it's
like
a
introducing
teaser.
to
Yeah,
everyone, like,
got
hey,
you.
this
This
the
is
lane
coming.
I'm going in.
Exactly, because
So, you know,
when I
get
heard it,
ready.
I'm like, this is not the Vince I know,
Right.
but this is the Vince just growing.
Yeah, and you know, you gotta showcase that
There
versatility,
you go.
but still stay like true to yourself and your art, and like present it how you want to present it, and not just like what's going on right now, what's trending. You still gotta
There you
like stay
go.
true to
There
like
you
what
go.
you these thoughts that you have. You know what I mean?
Lovely artwork. 12 tracks. I want to ask you, out of this body of work, what's your go-to track? What's your favorite track? What's track on there that hits Vincent Van Great? Like, man, I did my thing on this one, and why?
Man, I'm not being biased or anything. Like they all my babies, you
Of
know. Like
course, of
this project
course.
real close to my heart. It's like my baby. But man, I like look at you. I like the vibes. I like forever. Like it's a couple tunes on there, but I feel like look at you is like that's how
That's
I
you.
want to represent
That's
my.
you.
That's me all the
That's
way. You
you.
know what I mean? It's
That's you.
upbeat.
That's you.
It's
That's
catchy. You
man,
know.
and when I heard it, I'm like, this is his sound. I'm talking about from day one, bro. Like you always had that, like you said, upbeat. You know what I mean? I remember you told me about the 3P harmonies. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
always
yeah,
had them ranges and
yeah.
shit.
You gotta stack them vocals up.
You had them undertones. I'm like, man, this boy be doing his thing, man. So
Hey, I
I love
appreciate
it. I
that.
love it. I love it. So that's your go-to track out of that one,
Yeah,
pretty
I like
much.
look at you.
Okay, okay. So I want to say, what can we expect next after this type of project? Is it gonna kind of stay in this type of lane, this type of vibe with Vincent Van Great,
Yeah,
or
I'm in this lane for a minute. I'm
for a
gonna be
minute?
tucked in here for a minute.
It's you.
You know,
It's you. It's all your production,
definitely.
everything from the keys to the
Yeah.
whatever.
I got two songs on there with my band. So one song, Admitted, the Ninja Sauce edition. So that's my
Okay,
band.
okay.
You know,
I meant to
featuring
bring that up.
classic.
I'm glad you said
Yeah.
that.
So like
I'm
my
glad you said
band
that.
played that live. Then Crazy is with Paper Holland, an amazing band from here. Paper Holland, they played that music
Okay,
live. So
okay,
those are two
okay.
songs with live bands.
I want to talk about your band, Ninja Sauce.
Mm,
The name.
mm.
Where does that derive from, and why? And I want you to
Um,
introduce the members.
yeah, so Ninja Sauce. So a while back, my first release as like a solo artist, the song was called Ninja Sauce. And I spit off an MF Doom beat. And I was in the lab with Charlie Cooks and Blizz and Trees. And I was spitting. It was a real just clean video, straight to the
Mm-hmm.
point. And then I started organizing this band, I should say, and putting it together. And I was like, that's my name for him. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I'm into like
Yeah,
wrestling and
yeah,
stuff, bro,
yeah,
and like
yeah.
ninja shit and
Mm-hmm.
that type of vibe, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, it's fitting.
It's
You know what I
fitting.
mean?
It's fitting. It's fitting. Do you want to shout out some of the members?
Oh, shout out, you know, my boy Jay Mitty.
There you
You know,
go.
he out in Detroit right now playing for the gospel legend Jay Moss. LJ on the keys,
That's what's
Warren
up.
Crawford on the
That's
drums,
what's up. Shout out to LJ, man.
Maurice Buck Harmon on the bass. You know, Ninja Sauce. You know, it's the squad.
They definitely got the sauce, man. From the style to the clothing to everything, man. Which I want to dig deep into a little bit too with you, man,
Definitely.
because you're a very stylish guy, man. Starting off with the tattoos, man. I see that you got a lot more since I've seen you.
Yeah, it's been
See,
a minute.
yeah, it's been a minute. We don't got to get into all of them, but
Mm.
anyone that you just feel like you got a favorite one that you want to just break down in detail to somebody, or
I
if
mean, it's my tattoos. Like I said, I love art, bro. I love art. So I'm like, just tag me, pin me with art,
right,
tag me.
right, right.
But like my tattoos aren't very sentimental.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? But my hand is the most sentimental piece I have.
with the heart.
So it's the heart, and then it's like all the women in my family, my sisters, my
Fire,
aunts, my
fire. I see
grandmothers,
they all on your.
yep, my mom,
You can show the
my
camera. You can show the
niece,
camera. Yeah.
so the hand filled up with all the girls that I have all the love for. So that's the sentimental one. Then on my chest, I have me and my three younger brothers. It's like it's Mount Rushmore with his, portraits of my younger brothers and I. So those are like the sentimental tattoos I have, but the rest is just like,
Can't forget about
art.
the
Great.
sides.
Oh, of course, Savs forever, bro. Savs
You
always.
ain't gotta
That's
forget the
right. You can't
sides.
forget the Savs, but them the like the heartfelt tattoos.
got you,
Like, you know,
got
they
you,
mean something.
got you,
They represent something.
got you. So, obviously you into women, you know, which is a good thing. I want to know if you know single or you on the market or you know,
I
yeah,
mean,
just
I've
ain't
been
nothing to
single
you.
for a while now.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, what kind of characteristics does Vincent Van Great looks in for a woman? You know what I mean?
Just somebody down to earth, you know, willing to explore different things, you know, want to kick it. Got a very open mind.
There you go.
Um, right now, I would like someone with no children because, you know, I don't have any children.
Hmm.
So I would like to, you know, be with a woman like that. That's my personal
There you
preference.
go.
Um, but, you know, just a down to earth, real woman, you know, that'll have my back and I'll have her back and we can grow together and build
Hmm.
together.
That's what's up. Before we get out of here, I want to touch on a few more things. Just piggybacking off the Tory Lanez subject. Um, if you can, I just want to know how do you feel about this situation?
I mean, you know, that's up to, you know, the lawyers and the court system and
Well, of
all of that.
course.
Because we don't have all the details. So,
Yeah, I
you
said the
know,
same
that's
thing.
that's
I said,
court, that's legal shit. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, we can't. What can we say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's. I know it probably made you feel some type of way from working with him like that,
Right,
and
because it was a moment where like my management, we're talking like, do we pull them off my EPK? Because you know my EPK it says you know the things that I've done. So we like, do we pull them off? Do we take them off the EV? And then at the end of the day, we're like, no, because that's a personal accomplishment that I had. You know, that's a
exactly.
personal
It don't
accomplishment.
shouldn't take away
It
from
doesn't.
you.
Yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with me.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
but you know, I enjoy you know getting to open up for them,
That's
and
what's up.
the shows are lit.
That's
So
what's up,
you know,
man. And you got the chance to meet him,
yeah, for
and
sure,
good dude.
definitely. I got to meet him a couple times, holler at him,
That's what's up,
see
man.
his pre-game rituals. You know what he does before the big show.
What do a Vincent Van Great does? What's a Vincent Van Great ritual before a big show?
So we probably gonna be backstage for a minute. We go have a group huddle. We go huddle up. You know, get a little prayer to the universe. You know, telling God and universe, you know, protect us and you know help us put our best foot forward. And then I'm gonna ask for a little alone time. I'm gonna kick everybody out the dressing
That's what's
room for
up.
like 5 minutes. And then other than that, it's just trying to keep it a relaxed environment and just not bring any other forces into the mix and just make it, you know, high energy and just, you know, great evening all the
That's what's
time. That's
up.
the goal.
That's what's up, man. Congrats on all your success, man. You've been doing it for quite some time, and it's definitely paying off, man. I've
Thank you, man.
been watching for years now. You
And
already
vice
know.
versa, bro.
You already
Vice
know.
versa.
Before we get out of here, I do want to touch on the topic of you being a teacher for the school for the youth.
Yeah,
Is that still going, or?
it's not. It's
Oh,
not.
okay,
Yeah, I was a
okay.
teacher for years though. For eight
Mm-hmm.
years, I was a early childhood educator. I taught music. I taught
Mm-hmm.
first graders. I taught kindergartners. People would
Mm-hmm.
never believe that.
That's why
Right?
you're a man of many hats,
Yeah, I
man.
did that for years. You know,
Mm-hmm.
now it's I'm
Utah.
blessed to be a full time musician
There
now
you
and just
go.
like just keeping it pushing and just like I said, making the next move the best move and just maximizing every situation I have.
That's
So,
what's up,
you know, you can
man.
just continue on a good path.
So, any visuals coming out for this album?
Yeah, for sure, man. We go have a
I
couple visuals coming. We
don't want to
go
leak no information.
no, you
Anything.
all good. Yeah, you all good. You know, we just go let it breathe for a couple
Okay.
weeks, let people
Okay.
get their favorites, you know,
That's
because it
what's
only
up.
been out a week.
I know. I know.
Yeah, I
I
know, but
know.
I'm like, it's only been out a week,
I
so
know.
you know, what's the rush? But you know, I've been getting great feedback,
That's
and
what's up.
people are like, "Oh, you shoot a video to this. Oh, you shoot a video to that." So I feel like that's a good problem to have when people
Right.
got
That's a
all these
good problem. I
favorites and
like
they
how you
like
said
shoot
that's a
that,
good
shoot that,
problem.
shoot that.
Okay.
So
Say
now we
less.
have to draw on board, and we're like, okay, so we got a couple sessions booked for some visuals, and you'll be seeing some next month, a couple weeks, you know.
Y'all already know, man. Make sure y'all get this album, man. Fire, 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 man. Out on all platforms, correct?
Yep. All platforms. Ladies, please. We did have a delivery issue with Apple Music last week. I don't understand because it delivered to like Amazon Music,
Right.
Spotify,
It's supposed to.
Tidal. It was
Yeah.
Bandcamp. It's everywhere,
Right.
but it was a delivery error on Apple Music. So yeah,
Oh.
but my distribution said that it's gonna be cleaned up soon, and so
Okay,
any
okay.
day now.
Well, other than that, y'all already know where y'all can find the project. Other than that, let the people know where they can find you at, man.
VincentVanGreat.com. All things Vincent Van Great there. Get the merch. You can check out the album. You can see my upcoming shows and dates and where I'm gonna be at. On all social media, Instagram, Twitter. Well, what is it now? X.
Yeah, I just heard that.
Yeah,
I didn't
but I
know.
remember because I don't go on Twitter often, but I like Twitter sometimes. So I'm looking for Twitter, and I'm like, I'm typing it about apps like Twitter, and then the X come up. So I just click it. I'm like, what the hell is this X on my,
I
like,
didn't
is
even
this some
know
porn or
though.
something, bro? Like, what the hell?
They
Click on it, and it's Twitter, bro.
yeah, I just found that out like 2 days ago. I didn't even know, bro.
Right.
So now
So
you
not to
got
get off
threads
topic,
now and
right?
shit. No,
But
yeah.
it's Vincent Van Great, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Vincent Van Great everywhere. And again, bro, like, you got to get some flowers too, bro, because you killing it,
Man,
bro.
thank you,
I'm
bro.
super proud of you, bro. And, people might not know, like, where we came from, but, like, we've been knowing each other for, like, a decade now. And it was a
That's
lot of nights where we worked on a lot of stuff
stuff.
and
Man,
had some intense conversations and just grew together as men, bro.
I
So
appreciate
I
that.
appreciate you, bro. And I always love you, bro. And you my boy forever,
Man, you
bro. Real
already know,
talk.
man. Thank
Love
you,
Cool
thank you,
Tay.
thank you. Y'all already know, man. It's your man Cool Tay, the one and only Vincent Van Great himself. Go ahead, get that album, man. Out now,
Ladies,
man. Ladies,
please.
please, ladies, please. Available everywhere. Still coming on Apple Music, so it's gonna be a little delay, but it's coming, man. Other than that, this has been another one. Juice Talk TV. We out.
Yeah, it's the vibe.